I can start. So I nominated Jim for his glorious work with our Junior Streamkeepers program. Not only is he great with the kids, but he really goes above and beyond to help with the program. And I really appreciate it, especially that one dump run day where you got your trailer and, and saved me like 3 trips. It was good.
Awesome. Thanks so much to Jim. Any other comments or? So just to back up a bit with the Woodpecker Awards, are we, it's just the verbal acknowledgement we're doing? Like I know in person we were coming up and having people and clapping, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, we've got so many that we can't let everyone join in, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
And there's someone, anyone wants to say something. And we do have little gifts for everyone in terms of the award winners as well. So
great.
They're on their way.
Oh, nice. You mailed them?
I'm not sure. Lydia was in charge of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They will be mailed.
Just to clarify that. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, Gordon Hunt, who's
okay. The first 3 are all me. So Gord is a delight to have as a volunteer with both our Junior Streamkeepers program as well as his conservation team event work. And he's so friendly and helpful with the kids and always willing to help out when he has the chance. So thank you, Gord.
Thank you, Gord. Yeah. I love that photo.
Yeah.
Okay. And Janice Akube.
Yeah, Janice. So we're so lucky to have Janice not only as a super involved board member, but also as a stewardship leader for the Junior Streamkeepers program and a member of the conservation team. Janice's wide range of knowledge and experience is very helpful in a variety of Greenways capacities. Thank you, Janice.
Awesome. Thanks, Janice. And thanks for those nominations, Katie. So next is Chuck.
So I think that I've also just nominated the Greenways Development Committee. So that's Janice, Chuck, and Graham, who's on the next slide as well. Just to mention that the Greenways Development Committee is a new committee formed by the Greenways Land Trust Board of Directors to provide input to developments in the community that impact on environmentally sensitive areas. Chuck, Janice, and Graham have worked diligently to respond to several complex files, including working with the developers of both a property adjacent to the Hague Brown Heritage property on Kingfisher Creek and a property adjacent to the Beaver Lodge Forest lands to ensure that developers are doing as much as they can to make these developments as environmentally friendly as possible. So thank you very much, Janice, Chuck, and Graham.
Awesome. Yes, thank you. They've done a lot of great work. And Bob Dice.
And Bob is a longtime board member and a former president of Greenways. And this year particularly, he has put in many hours behind the scenes with the governance committee to ensure that Greenways is well placed for the future, including significantly revising several policies and updating our board over the past few months. So thank you, Bob, for all your efforts. All that behind the scenes stuff is not, I'm going to call it not sexy, but really, really needed and very much appreciated for all that behind the scenes work. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, Bob, your help has been huge with all the policy development and governance.
Thank you.
Lorna.
And for Lorna, Lorna has been an amazing advocate for wildlife through the new Wildlife Campbell River program. From talking to local residents about keeping their garbage secured to working with conservation officers and other wildlife advocates on broader changes, Lorna has become an invaluable asset to the environmental community, and we so much appreciate having her to lean on to get the word out there about how to keep our wildlife as safe as possible. So thank you very much, Lorna.
Awesome. And oh, you silly screen, don't do that. Okay, Tom.
I nominated Tom. Tom is a master of the fine art of trail building and trail maintenance, and he spent almost a week training our new crew, the Urban Watershed crew, in the beginning of 2021. And he also allowed us to keep an orientation presentation that he created for that training to use for new staff and volunteers that come on and take on a role of trail building. So the crew and I learned so much from him and have referred back to it many times over the year. So thank you so much, Tom, for doing that with us. It was great fun and such great learning. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we really appreciate your dedication and knowledge. Thanks, Tom. And Tom Hall.
Tom, I nominated, I think this is his second Woodpecker Award, if I'm not mistaken, but just an extremely dedicated volunteer who works really hard at healing the Willow Creek estuary and surrounding forests. Really important riparian habitat, and he's put in an incredible number of hours into recovery of that shoreline, estuary, and riparian forest. He removes invasive plants, plants many trees and shrubs, builds beautiful beaver guards that you could use as an example for anyone. And otherwise, tons of hours of watering and just tending to this area. So really created a little slice of paradise, I think, within Campbell River, and should feel proud. So thanks so much, Tom.
Awesome, thank you, Neil. Great, and next is Heather.
Yeah, Heather and Robert Mckenzie. They have been volunteering at Willow Creek Conservation Area, so I've had a chance to work with them this year. And just a pleasure. They're super dedicated, spent many hours removing ivy, and they participated everywhere they could with Willow Creek Conservation Area. So came out to all the plantings, helped out with the information sessions for local residents and park users, and just stepped up wherever they could. So just really enjoyed getting to know them and wanted to thank them for their work.
Okay, We Wait Come Guardian Watchman. I think you highlighted that one, Cynthia, but you probably have a bit more to say.
That was my last nomination, and I have a little blurb written for them as well. But we've had a great opportunity and pleasure to work more closely with the We Wait Come Guardian Watchman this year, and really want to thank Carl and the crew of Guardians, Dave, Dale, Joey, Montel, Peyton, and Anthony, for all their hard work. They removed an amazing amount of invasive plants this year from Mert Thompson. And then in the picture here, you can see them planting some native trees and shrubs in the areas that they did the removals. And I also wanted to mention that they do a lot of work. Oh, sorry. They do a lot of work protecting marsh habitat from overgrazing by Canada geese. So that includes fencing as well as transplanting sedges and things like that. So we've really enjoyed working alongside them and have valued their discussions and perspectives on estuary conservation. So I wanted to thank all of them.
Awesome, thanks, Camille.
Thank you.
Okay, next is Ivana Tulin.
Great. I've nominated and I'm presenting this to Ivana because she is a passionate volunteer for Greenways food projects and one of the most compassionate people I've ever met. I'm very happy to have the occasion to nominate her for a Woodpecker Award. Ivana is generous in giving her time and every effort to community food projects. And she is equally generous in her kindness to others she works with. Ivana is the other half of the, what I call the Jody and Ivana team, and that'll make sense in a second. Most of the time, both of these amazing individuals will be there for the community, but when one can't make it, the other is sure to be. Which brings us to
the next one, sure.
Brings us to Jody. So this is the other half. They're both great volunteers in their own right. And this is Jody. And I'm nominating her for her dedication to not only the Good Food Box program, but also the Fruit Tree Project. And in either capacity, she consistently and considerately offers her experience and guidance to new volunteers while putting her heart and soul into her work. Jody is always there for our food projects, and if she isn't going to be there, she is always courteous in letting us know. Actually, she let me know she wouldn't be here tonight. Unfortunately, she says she just doesn't do Zoom. But there have been many days when I have had only one volunteer show up, and it's usually Jody. So thank you.
Great commitment, thanks. And last but not least.
Yeah, that is Carol. Carol is the newest star on the committee of our Laughing Willow Community Garden in Willow Point. And together with the other two gardening musketeers, Reg and Ernie, she's making sure that the garden's operations run smoothly. And Carol has blown us away when she stepped up into her new role in the fall. She made sure that all 26 garden plots were paid and signed up for this coming season in a heartbeat. So yeah, the thank you goes to Carol, who can't be here tonight, but yeah, she's so much appreciated, and it's just the loveliest person to work with.
Awesome. Yeah, that's good to highlight. And so interesting, we have so many diverse volunteers. I know Carol too through dragon boating, so she's lovely. It's nice to know she's involved with Greenways too. So
yeah.
Awesome. So that was our last Woodpecker Award. So congratulations to everyone. And I love that you peck our world. Thank you. So very persistence and dedication and commitment. Really appreciate that. So I'll stop share here so I can see you all again.